Hello, my beautiful friends. I am so happy to be back in this community and doing this with you again. We are about to get into the monthly healing focus for all of my mutable signs. So if you are a Pisces, a Virgo, a Gemini, or a Sagittarius, this reading, my friend, is for you. My mutable signs, you guys are the signs that go with the flow. No matter which way the wind blows, you will just let it take you with it. Sorry, I cannot speak today. We are going to get into a little bit of what the energy of the solar eclipse that we had on April 30th it brought into our lives. There's a lot of significant changes that are about to or that have already occurred to put you on this new trajectory in your life. So the message from the solar eclipse is to allow these changes to happen. If you haven't already watched my video for the all signs reading, please go back and do so. I will stitch that to the end of this video. All right, so we've already shuffled your cards. We are going to pull your oracle for your monthly healing focus from the Moonology deck, and then we will get some insight from the After Tarot. So let's take a look at the message for all of my mutable signs. Ooh, look at that, my friends. Hopefully my focus will start working. You are very close to achieving your goal, the gibbous moon. In the gibbous moon, you will see it when the moon is almost full. So when you've almost reached completion. So you are very close. Whatever your goal is, whatever your dream is, you're very close. Whatever lesson that you are learning during this journey, you're very close to understanding what that lesson is. So we're going to take a read out of the book so we can get a little bit more insight, and then we are going to jump into our tarot. So the word gibbous means bulging. What a descriptive word, right? And pulling this card at any time of the month suggests that the situation you're asking about is bulging with possibility and it's coming to a peak. This isn't an ending card with a neat yes or no answer. So there's no yes or no right now. Rather, you are being reminded that some adjustments may yet be required before you get what you want. Though you're certainly on the right track, which is hopefully reassuring for you. However, there is also a sense that the situation is a bit tense. So do not push too hard. One false move and the whole thing could blow. That's not meant to scare you. It's just to let you know there's a fuse attached to the situation, so be careful if you choose to light it. My friends, this is the cautionary tale. You're very close to getting what you want. Do not try to push it too hard. Allow it to come to you. Allow spirit to do what spirit needs to do. Do not try to put your 2 cents in it. Do not try to put your hands in it. I don't know if you ever heard that saying, too many hands in a gumbo pot. Don't let anybody else try to tell you what you need to do. You just need to allow things to work out the way they're going to work out. And trust that they are going to work out in your benefit. Although not in the way that you actually think. Right? Because what we may think might be good for us may not be good for us in the long run. But when something, and we'll put a label on it, when something bad happens in the current time, we look back on it later down the road and go, you know what, I'm glad that happened, because if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. So think about it that way. So we're going to do the insight spread. We're going to take a look at what your situation is, the spiritual influences on the situation, the physical influence on the situation, what's guiding your situation, and what is protecting and what is being protected. So let's take a look at what the situation is. And we're going to go with the flow, right? We are going to go with the flow. So whatever comes out is what comes out. Your situation is the 8 of Swords. And we're going to take a look at the spiritual influences behind this. That's too many cards. 1 card, please. Too many cards. We just need 1. We're going to take this one right here. for your spiritual influence. Oh, the High Priestess in the reverse Pisces energy. What is the physical influence here? Physical influence. We have the Nine of Cups. What is guiding the situation? What is guiding this situation for all of my mutable signs? We have the Ace of Wands. Nice. Very nice. And then what is protecting, or what is being protected? What is doing the protecting, or what is being protected? The Three of Cups in the reverse. I'm just going to come right out and say it. Y'all may be losing friends, comrades, people, family members. Everything is happening for a reason. And so in this energy of the Eight of Swords, and I don't know if you can see it, in the original tarot, there's a woman standing in the middle of all of these swords. She's blindfolded and she's bound, but she doesn't realize, because she has the blindfold on, that she can actually escape her situation at any time. And so now in here comes this hero who cuts the bonds from her to help free her. So everything that's happening in your situation, you know, whatever's going on in your life right now, you may not see the good in it. You may be caught up in your head right now, but there's something that's coming right now to free your mind from this bondage, to free your mind from anxiety, to free your mind from depression, and to actually get you to see that spirit is here to help and to guide you, and you are progressing on your journey. This is just another step in the journey. It's actually coming out of this energy. So what are the spiritual influences? You have the High Priestess in the reverse. So some of you really may not be using your intuition, or your intuition may be blocked at this time, because the High Priestess does talk about intuition and being able to have balance and understand the messages that are coming from the other side. But not just understand them, she's able to translate them as well. For Pisces, you guys are very naturally intuitive signs. However, I feel like there is a blockage here. There is something that is not yet ready to be revealed to you. You may want to know right now, but it's almost like Spirit is saying, hey, not yet. When I let you know, you will know. But this is definitely intuition being blocked. So that's the spiritual influences on your situation, which makes sense because you're not able to see beyond your current situation. So what are the physical influences here? Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups talks about, it talks about being, it talks about pleasure. It talks about satisfaction. In the sense of that you have everything that you want and happiness. As you can see, he's eating from, this plate that someone has brought him. This is being receptive to the gifts of the universe, right? And so in your physical space, what may be influencing it, there may be other people around you that may seem to be doing better than you. Or for some of you, like, your situation is good, but you're trying to figure out, like, if everything is so good in this one area of my life, then how come I can't be happy? Like, how come I don't feel happy? How come I don't feel good? Right? So what's happening in the physicals, there may be a lot of this going on, and maybe you might see somebody else that has a little bit, better of a situation than you do right now. But again, you are focused on the wrong thing. You are focused on the wrong thing. So what's guiding this situation is the Ace of Wands. This is you getting ready to come into your power. We talked about intuition before. The salamander represents the element of fire. Fire is the element of passion. It is the element of, fire is cleansing. It destroys, but it also cleanses. This is the energy of a new beginning, but also inspiration, insight. And this is actually when you comes to the tarot, the Ace of Wands is actually intuition and power. So that's what's guiding the situation, is your intuition is being strengthened right now. You're being tested on how, like, whether or not you can see beyond your current situation, whether or not you can trust in spirit and wait and look for those signs. Can you have enough courage and love and honesty for yourself that you can ask other people for help to show you a different perspective on your situation? And I already spoke about the Three of Cups in the reverse, right? This is not a celebratory energy. So what is being protected, or what is protecting you, is the fact that this specific community is not happening right away, right? Or the specific group of people is falling out of your life. This is not new beginning energy. This is not celebratory energy at all. As a matter of fact, this is the complete opposite. This is imbalanced. So everything that's happening right now is to protect you from overindulgence. To keep you from indulging in things that may not be good for your physical health, your mental health, or your emotional health. Or protecting you from being codependent on other vices that you may have that you think will make you feel better, but in reality, it just doesn't fix your situation at all. And you end up right back in this energy of being stuck in your head and wondering when the good things are coming for you. But in all actuality, if you really look at your situation, baby, you got it made. You got it good. Take a different look at your life. We're going to look at the challenge for why we're in the situation, and then we're going to take a look at how we can overcome it. So what's the challenge? Why are we in this Eight of Swords energy for my mutable signs? Why are we stuck in our heads? Are we coming out of this? Look at that. This is the challenge, the King of Cups in the reverse. If some of you may actually have fixed sign placements. I think it was the fixed signs reading where I pulled the King of Cups. It might actually be in the all signs reading that I did, so go back and watch that. But the King of Cups in the reverse is somebody who is not emotionally stable, baby. You need to get grounded. You need to focus on your emotional healing. You need to focus on heart healing. Some of y'all have been through a lot in the recent past. A lot. And that is why you cannot get out of your head. People have been dropping out of your life left and right. Friends have been dropping out of your life left and right. People have been leaving you high and dry. You need to get your emotions right. You need to take the time to heal, to rest. And remember, healing is not a linear process. You don't just start the process and then stop. This is a lifetime journey, my friends, and it has to start somewhere. So how do we overcome this challenge? Some of y'all are emotionally unavailable, and that needs to change. I don't know who that's for, but that's what came out there. So how do we overcome this challenge? The Eight of Pentacles. Funny enough, the cardinal signs just got this as well. You need to work on yourself. You need to put the work in. You want things to change? Put the work in. And I'm not talking about physical labor. No. I'm not just talking about physical labor. You need to take a good look at who you are, who you want to be, where you need help. Emotionally, you already know where you are. So take a look at where you can start healing. Look at everything that you have done so far. If it's not beneficial to you, if your actions have not yielded positive fruit, meaning that it wasn't good for your money, meaning that it wasn't good for your emotional health, meaning that it hasn't been good for your physical health, meaning that it hasn't been good for your household, for your peace, You know what you need to do. You need to cut it off, and you need to think about what it is that you're doing and start doing something different. You need to start doing something completely different. We're going to get a clarification on this. What's being protected or what is protecting you, this Three of Cups energy. Can we please get clarification on this Three of Cups energy? And what do we have here? We have the King of Swords receiving a message. So what is being protected right now is how you think. Because whether you believe it or not, the people you surround yourself with determines how you think. Is your mind and your goals, are they aligned with the people that are in your life? Are the people in your life, excuse me, because they should be in alignment with you. So are the people in your life in alignment with higher thinking? If the answer is no, then you already know. So what is protecting you, again, not overindulging, not being so lackadaisical, carefree, but actually really thinking about what's going to be best for you. It's kind of a cold energy, right? Kind of a cold energy. Some of you may actually be separating yourself, your own selves, from friends, from family, people who are good for you, but it's because you're in this emotionally unavailable state. Because the King of Swords can be very logical, but he can also be very cold. He can be cold-blooded. And so what's being asked of you right now is to reconnect, right? Don't start reconnecting with old people that you know that brings that negative energy in your life, right? But the people that support you, the people that actually love you, the people that, you know, if you're recovering from addiction, you don't want to be around the people that are, you know, coming around you with all kinds of drugs and whatever it was that you struggled with. You don't want to be hanging around those people. If you're addicted to alcohol, you don't want to hang around a bunch of people and all they want to do is drink. And so there it is. My friends, you're so close. But all you have to do is start the healing journey. Don't try to force anything. Don't try to make things go your way. See your situation from a different perspective, because then you'll realize that everything that's happening right now is going to work out in the end. That has been your reading, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And please, please, please go back and watch the monthly video for the all signs. I really think it's going to be beneficial for you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'm so glad to be back with you. Take care.